Everyone, we are here today with SEM for Let's All Talk with Logan and Majik. SEM, thanks for coming on, buddy.
Yes, sir. Anytime.
You excited?
Kind of. Depends on those questions you're gonna ask.
You've kind of been on the list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the original list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're one of the first ones we thought of, but how's everything going? Home from college?
Yeah, it's going good. Kind of a little adjustment for sure.
Yeah.
Coming from college life until now, living with my parents. But yeah, it's going decent.
It's
Still-
strange, isn't it, being away for so long? You're living different lives a couple of years, you know?
Oh yeah.
You're hours away.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Like I can't do the same stuff I was doing at school at home, and my mom doesn't agree with a lot of that stuff anyway. So.
What do you think's the best, what's the best part about going away the last few years? Any
Um,
aspect?
Probably, in my opinion, just kind of doing shit on your own was really key for me. Kind of getting into that, like, really discovering like what I'm about, what I like to do, like when I'm on my own, not like on a schedule with my parents or whatnot. 'Cause, you know, when I'm at home, like my mom will make dinner, my dad's telling me to do certain shit. Like when I'm at school, I'm at my own house, I'm doing my own shit. Like I'm either going to work or I'm making food whenever I want food, and I'm making music.
Yeah, staying up as late as you want.
Yeah, oh yeah.
whatever.
There's no like right or wrong, you know.
So dude went to date, and then he had like a house with like a couple of his buddies, and
Yeah.
you know,
We were like,
it seemed like you guys had some fun.
yeah, 6 roommates, 6 of us together. Lived on 422 Irving Avenue, which was like a street off campus from the main like student section. So it was cool. Through hella parties, multiple shows.
They packed them houses.
Yeah,
Really?
that
Oh
shit
yeah,
would be
like old school style,
Yeah.
like just packed like 100
I remember we would pull up. We would go to the like keg distributor. We'd grab a keg, set that up, go have another section. A couple people would go to the grocery store and we'd make 2 fat like Gatorade jug, jungle juice containers, and then I would go to Guitar Center and rent the whole PA system and like a microphone and everything, and then we would just set up in the house and we just try and pack that shit with as many
Yeah.
people as possible.
What's the max you think you got in one house? Most of people.
At one time, probably anywhere from maybe like 60 to like 120
Really?
people. Yeah,
Wow.
it was crazy.
Yeah, he sent me videos,
Yeah.
singing
Yeah.
his words, like word for word, even songs we had, like people going in on him. It was crazy. He sent me videos like, bro, look at this last night. I'm like, bro, what the hell is that at your house?
Yeah. No, it was like
Looks like a living room.
Yeah, like to the point where it'd be like you'd walk in the front door and it would literally be easier and quicker to just like walk around the outside of the whole house to get to the kitchen than
Yeah.
go through the house. Is
Yeah.
how many people was in there.
Really?
Yeah, we shot for what a time we shot a music video at one of the parties before it really started. So like all these people are coming to this party and we're like trying to stage a party scene, which was so hard. Everybody's
Yeah,
teed up.
it's different.
Like, yeah, it
It's
was
not just like a natural,
Yeah.
you're trying to make it look good.
Mhm.
I was gonna say, like, when you got your house at Dayton, did you guys? That's not through the school, right? It's independent landlords. and all
No,
that?
yeah. So we decided University of Dayton is kind of different. So we have this like really like high praised like student neighborhood. It's called the Ghetto. Been a thing for a long time.
Yeah. I've heard.
The houses are really nice and it's like super ideal because a lot of the day drinks will happen there. Like on Low Street, there'll be thousands of kids that are out there on Saturdays.
Like day parties and
Yeah,
that.
day parties and shit. And it's lit. It's jumping for real. Like it is dope. But the thing is that to get those houses, you have to do something that's called path points, and you only get those by going to certain events or doing certain things.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's how it
I mean,
works.
yeah. None of my friends. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking.
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be like if you had to go to like a seminar on like Indian culture, like
Really?
like yeah. And
Wow.
there's some
Yeah,
cool
there's
events. There's some
different
cool
ones.
events and whatnot, but it's just like I'm not gonna go spend
Right.
time for that because a lot of the times what happens is you get all these people get all these fucking points and whatnot, and you get a group of 4 girls that go to every single event and have 100 points. Like they're gonna get the freaking house.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So
You're gonna lose out.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I seen something recently. It said like people in college once they go away and they come back home, it's like you guys always look back on those days for a good amount of reasons, but one reason is because like a lot of them when they're away at college they're able to like walk everywhere and like your friends live right in the area and you walk
Oh,
up
yeah.
to the bars and this
Oh,
is that
yeah.
kind of what it was like there.
yeah, it's different because I'm more the person like I don't need to be around a whole lot of people. Like I very much am like just in the studio cooking up, making music. But I'm around a whole lot of people, if that makes sense. Like I can, if I want to go outside and like tap in with somebody, like I can literally walk like not even 2 minutes and be at somebody's house I know or whatnot. So that's what's different. Is like, you know, I make a fire song. I'm calling somebody. I'm like, yo, let me pull up on your real quick and play this, and I'm just walking down the street and like we're playing shit. Or they're coming over. So it's different. It's cool. I'd say like landlord house versus the University of Dayton house is a lot cheaper.
Oh yeah.
Dayton they'd be charging like, it's honestly ridiculous, but they'd probably be charging around like $5 to $5.50 a semester per student in the house.
And their houses are on campus or off?
And
their
houses are on campus, those
on,
ones.
Yeah.
So what'll end up happening is because, so if you really think about that, you got a 6-person house. Each person in that house is given $10K by the end of the year. So they're making 60 bands a house.
Jeez.
A year. Yeah, there's that. So what'll happen?
Properties in Dayton.
Yeah, that's what Mike's always talking about.
These landlords
buying Cleveland State.
Yeah, they'll like up a house like off campus, and then they'll charge like a little bit less than that, or they'll charge the same amount, and then you got a nice house on campus, and it's landlord you've got to worry about UD police pulling up, whatnot, which is perfect for us. I don't have to worry about like I can legally have whatever I want to have on the property or anything because it's off campus.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about any of that shit, and then it's generally cheaper. But sometimes not. So.
I gotta bring up a funny story. Like right when like there was like all those COVID outbreaks in China, like 2020, like late 2019. This dude, I'm talking to him on the phone, and he's like, yeah, bro. He's like, all the Asian kids, they came back from like the holiday break, they're all wearing masks and stuff. He's like, I don't know what's going on down here. I remember when he told me that, I was like, oh yeah, something about to happen.
Oh yeah, it came when
that was like the sign. I remember seeing it. I was like, oh, they're all making you guys wear masks and this and that. I'm like, bro, what's going on?
Yeah, no, it was really that was wild when that happened. That was my sophomore year. I was in BWK, and
what's that?
It's a Virginia something Kettering. I don't even know. We just called it BWK. It was like that's a residence hall. Yeah. So we were in there, and we were getting word of it. We were just always following it. Seemed like hella distant. And then when everybody went back home for break and came back, like winter break, and like everybody's going back to their like homes and whatnot. We have a decent we're pretty like I'd say mixed with the culture that's there. So like people who are coming in from overseas were like strapped up with masks, and like because like at the time like that was new, like we weren't really like used to that, so we were all just like, what the hell is going on? Something's going on. And then we start watching it, and then we find out that we're going home. When we found out that we were going home, our senior class was so mad that they were sending kids home that they threw a night drink on Lowe's, and the entire school went to it.
The main street or something.
Yeah, the main street.
You ever seen those crazy parties Dayton has? Yeah, like when they win champions and stuff.
It was like 10,000 people out there. It was crazy.
That was like a riot, right?
Yeah, it was the riot, right when they announced that we're going to go to like quarantine, everybody's pissed, and we're going to quarantine because you can't be around each other. So what do? Naturally, we throw a 10,000 person party on the street. They call the cops in. The cops are shooting tear gas.
I remember seeing videos.
It was wild. I've never in my life have I seen it. I'm drunk as hell, running down the street like with my shirt up because they're shooting tear gas grenades into the crowd. and then we went home, and everybody's stuff was in. So you couldn't move anything out.
So
we just had to grab essentials and dip.
They really just shut everything down. They said we're keeping everyone away from each other. Leave your stuff and go home.
And another thing too, this was even crazier. When we got back to school after quarantine into junior year, we were in a landlord house, and that was such a blessing because everybody who was in student housing or UD housing, they were not allowed to have anybody over. You couldn't have. If it was found out that you had kids that were on the porch or kids were...
Yeah.
It's probably 2 or 3 years now.
You guys act like a married couple.
That's strange. But imagine, you really don't like a motherfucker, you're secretly jealous of a motherfucker, you never really had much attention in life, nobody's ever shown you much love.
You gotta find that out.
You're walking in the house and you hear, your fucking enemy playing, like that, it stings a certain way, I guess you could say.
We gotta switch from the music just for a second.
Go ahead.
You played football?
I did.
And you won a state title?
Yeah.
That's jealous. So tell me about that. How was that right?
Well, I didn't really play, so I'll be the first to tell you right now, I wasn't anything crazy. I went to St. Ed's for high school. I was there when we went back to back, my freshman and sophomore year. I was a part of the team that won it the second time, my sophomore year. I never played. I didn't play a game or even a down. I was literally just a part of the scout team that
Gotcha.
when everybody went.
If I was him, I'd be embellishing that so bad.
You
I'd be
still
like,
got a
bro.
ring though?
I'd be like, bro.
Yeah, I got a ring.
touchdowns.
But like it's like one of those like that was Cole Guest and all them. That was
Yeah.
their year. Like I was running scouts.
Where
Those
did Cole-
teams were
Where
good.
did he go?
He went to Indiana for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still there.
What grade did you graduate?
I graduated 2018.
Yeah, I graduated 16.
Yeah, so
16?
Yeah,
so y'all over
Where,
there.
where'd you go?
North.
North? Okay,
Yeah.
but yeah, you know, a lot of my, I got a lot of friends. I live in Louisville Hills, so
Oh yeah. So you're
a
close.
lot of my friends went to South.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think like Matt Mahavlik, probably Ross, like all these.
Yeah.
Wait, so St. Ed's, who'd you guys beat that year you played?
Did you guys play like Elder or something? Cincinnati Elders?
No, I think it was
Moeller?
Wayne.
Moeller?
Wayne.
Oh, Waynesburg or something like that?
Some Wayne.
Moeller.
I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember.
Isn't that funny?
You guys definitely had a different kind of athlete, so it's crazy.
I'll tell you this.
It's a good school.
St. Ed's, that was the best shape that I've ever been in my life was my sophomore year of high school.
Yeah, how was like practice like tough?
It was a identical mirror to what most college programs do.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of figures.
Did you have Gibbons there or no?
No, he went to Lake.
No, I know, but he was at Ed's, and then he had
He
to
was
leave,
at Ed,
but
yeah.
he was at Lake by then. helped us out a
Our
little bit.
coach Lombardo, who's a
Yeah.
genius, he's related to them.
Okay,
Really?
yeah, they do. Yeah, the Morans, the Gibbons, and like there's like this whole orbit in Cleveland,
Right.
like John Carroll and like Ed's and this school. They're
So
all
we had
interrelated.
Coach Benatti was
Great
my
guys.
freshman year, and then
Benatti,
he left and went to
He's
John
good.
Carroll, and there was a big question as to whether or not because we had the caliber athletes, we just didn't have a coach. And it was
Yeah.
with Lombardo came in there, and honestly, the kids didn't really fuck with him at first, including myself. I thought we all thought he was kind of, I don't know, a little odd, but
Method to it.
he is a genius coach. Like he is probably he's the smartest coach I've ever had the privilege of playing under.
Yeah.
And he is like it speaks for itself. Like he came in there, the way he runs his offense, the way they do their offensive scheme. Their
What kind of
defensive
offense
scheme.
did you guys run?
I wouldn't even be able to tell you because
Really?
I play defense.
Oh, yeah.
What division were both you guys? D1?
No, they were D1, right?
Yeah.
But
We're-
you were?
Are we D2? Yeah, we're D2.
We used to be D1, and then by the time
Plus kids.
by the time we ended up actually being in there, we were D2.
That's
You know,
how late.
we only got screwed because of two high schools, you
Yeah.
know, in the same district.
Yeah.
That's hard. But you
Yeah.
have like Ignatius, the Edge, and you have like those big
Bang.
names. It's like, yeah.
Dude, the Catholic schools, the all boys schools at least in the area, they all got the craziest competition. So like, I mean, like
We
Benny,
wouldn't even be playing. We
Ignatius,
wouldn't even
right.
be playing like
You'd be playing out of town.
our
schools and
our
stuff.
football games was like 2 or 3 local schools. One of
Yeah.
them being Ignatius,
Exactly.
maybe Glenville, and like maybe like
And then they're on ESPN one week. Like,
Yeah.
that's
we're
literally how it
playing like
was,
Cocoa
yeah.
we're playing Cocoa Butter Falls with
Yeah.
Florida, or we're playing like you know ESPN top ranked teams that are
Yeah.
like flying in to play us, or we're driving out to play them, and it was like that was our schedule for.
That's so cool.
You guys would
Like,
always get fucked, dude. Every single time there'd be some nuts team, like a Florida team, or I know a couple. I think you guys played a couple PA teams too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's that one like Beaver Falls or one
Beaver
of them that
Falls.
used to always?
I don't even
I
know.
feel like it was always Ignatius.
Which one's Archbishop Hogan? Are they?
That's
D1?
Akron.
Yeah.
We played
No.
them. We played them.
They're not
We played-
D1
We
though.
played.
They should be like D2.
I've been out of it for so long. I just don't even know like what their schedule is now. Like now, like nowadays, like it was like one of those like it was expected of us
They
like
win every game.
not even to win every game, but we were expected like to be at least for 100% to be in the playoffs. The wrestling team is
Yeah.
expected at this point to win the state championship every year.
Yeah.
We've won like
Basketball.
every year that I was there for high school. The state championship went to our wrestling
Yeah.
team every single
Yeah,
year.
they're known for it.
That's like that's the highest like we push people
Oh,
out that go
dude.
straight to
So what was
college.
like practice like set up? Because I know like in North, like in the summertime,
Yeah.
you'd go in, you'd like run, do all the whole bunch of shit on track,
Yeah.
then you go in and lift, and then
Mhm.
once you're done, you like go out, practice, whatever, and then afterwards you could either stay and lift, it's kind of like encouraged, or if not, you can just like go home.
Well, so you're like, for in summer or like when
Yeah.
in school?
No, in summer.
In summer.
Yeah,
so
so it's all about like
Oh, he coaches, by the way.
you
Yeah.
where do you coach?
Yeah.
the coach at East, like well,
Okay, bet.
yeah, football.
We
now.
should
That's
have.
dope,
We should
yeah.
have said that.
Yeah,
That's fire. That's
yeah, it's
fire.
fun. I've been doing it for I think it's my third or
He
fourth
be
year.
pushing them kids.
Let's go.
They be
Fun.
sweating.
Let's
That's
go.
fun, man.
Hell yeah. No, as it should be.
Oh no, so as the summer pertains, like what would you guys like? Dude, we'd get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, and we wouldn't get out until like 2 in the afternoon.
We so we did a couple different things. Most of the time, we would start off we would have like at school would come out, like be out, we'd have a couple weeks off, and then we would go right before it starts. We would do a camp at John Carroll,
Yeah.
and we would do like a super intensive like 3 a day.
Yeah.
Like
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be
like,
horrible.
It'd be like
We went to Carroll too. We went to Carroll, Hiram. I think Carroll again.
yeah.
Yeah, Carroll and Hiram.
I wanted to ask you guys, when you're doing all that training and stuff, are there's obviously like legal rules and limits to what you guys can
Oh,
do
they better
today,
the fuck
correct?
out of them. They
Oh,
have
okay.
to. Oh yeah.
No, I just wonder. I know
You
there's
can't.
gotta be a
There's well for
baseline.
us. There was eyes on us for
There
like
was.
having.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you can't like
Right.
there's certain like OHSA rules that you can't touch a football before a certain date.
You can't hit.
You can't hit.
Right,
before
I
a certain
remember
You
that.
have to
Yeah,
wear
yeah.
you have to wear like helmets just for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
It says helmets and
Yeah.
shoulder pads for a certain
Yeah.
amount of time. Full
Yeah.
pads, no contact,
Yeah.
and then you can get into it.
I want to say something too, real quick. I remember when we were in high school, you know, I remember hearing that they hit, I think, pads either 3 or 4 times a week, and a lot of people thought that was because there were so many injuries. Like the reason why there were so many
Yeah.
injuries.
You gotta
they were
mitigate
doing too much training, you know.
Like typically, like on Monday, like we would obviously play on Friday.
Yeah.
So like going backwards, Thursday would be walkthrough. Like you wouldn't go on any pads or anything. You literally go out there.
Mhm.
You go with like the offense. Like I played offense.
Yeah.
So like offense would go, then defense would go, then special teams would go.
Mhm.
Everyone kind of grouped together. Maybe you do like a little run or something, and that's it.
Mhm.
And then like Wednesday would be like position based. Tuesday would be position based, and then Monday you just get the fuck after it.
I
Like
see.
we're literally just go
Yeah.
after one another.
It's basically the same format we did, but just like for our we after the John Carroll camp, you probably have another week off or something like that, and then it would go into your 2 a day
days.
to 2 a days at school, and then that was heavily. It was like you get there in the morning. I mean, you're doing everything. Like I don't remember what the order of everything was.
You're
but
lifting, running,
You're
except-
lifting, running, and then we're watching heavy film.
Oh, yeah.
All day, like heavy film, and then you're out of there by like 6 o'clock, and then you go to bed and you do the same shit, and that's Monday through Friday.
It's like
And
it's almost like college, correct? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it
Oh no,
takes
it's
up
like
your
identical.
whole-
Yeah,
It's
it's identical.
identical. In the summertime, yeah. During school, we would do. We would go literally right after school. You get out there, and then you're warming up. We would. I don't know. Do you guys do a lot of tackling, or no?
Oh yeah, Mondays really.
Really? Same thing with us. So we didn't do. We did no. It was like no hitting.
I know how late it
whatsoever.
was. They were definitely doing it way different than even y'all.
Well, so ours was just like you're just expected to know how to tackle.
You got also
Right.
yeah. By that point, like if you can't tackle, you're
Yeah,
just not
you're
fucking
not-
playing.
yeah,
You
you're
like
at the wrong
straight up.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're at the wrong. Especially with them, you're just at the wrong
Yeah.
place. But even with us, dude, like if you don't hit someone,
Yeah.
you're playing for the wrong fucking team.
Were you recruited to go there? Was it anything like that? But you just went.
I
on-
never heard about anything like. In my opinion, like I've never played with anybody that was like that said anything about getting paid anything.
No, I don't. I'm not saying it in that sense. I'm just saying like they didn't. Did they come to you when you were in middle school and they were like, hey, like, you should come play football for us, anything like that?
No, how?
No. What about Cordell? Then? You don't think they had some interest in guys like that? Those dudes were like low key, like I feel like stars when they were kids. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean, no one ever told
No,
me.
I just wondered.
They gotta
how-
watch
how-
it.
Definitely like the definitely.
So
like,
high school
they would
maybe
be
it happens
watching.
a little
They would be
less.
watching shit. Like we definitely like. I mean, I'm sure that we definitely did stuff. I'm just saying I'm not personally aware of.
Not
it.
even like overly recruiting. I'm just saying like.
I mean,
that
yeah,
they
like,
be-
like
swing.
you got when you have the bigger name people like when Andrew Dowell's on the Saints now, and like when you have
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
David
Okay.
Dowell, he's doing stuff I think in the office for Michigan State,
Nice.
and like Michael Dowell was their brother, and he was in my grade, so he had a lot of attention.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
for sure.
But I mean that's my dog too. I fuck with him.
You miss being an athlete and like that routine.
Yeah, I mean it's fun because like when we got there as freshmen, like that was my first group of friends. Like because I didn't know anybody.
That's how you bonded.
I didn't know
That's how you made hell,
anybody.
dude.
Like
A
because
lot
I'm
of
from the
friends.
east
That's
side.
why I
I'm from the west
suffered
side school.
when I
like,
started.
A lot of
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
Like I remember going to 7th grade. I went to East Lake Middle. In 7th grade, I went to Shore. Absolutely knew no one. And like football, that was like dead.
Yeah,
That was the
that's how
only
you
way.
just, like,
That's the
yeah, 'cause
only
it
way.
doesn't matter if you fuck
camaraderie.
with them or
Yeah.
not. Like you gotta rely on that person. Like when you rock.
It's a
each other,
different game.
so
It
it's-
really is. Like
yeah.
in practice and shit, like people will fight and get after one another, but like there's
Yeah.
nothing better. Like to this day, there's no better feeling than like, especially like when did you guys play on like Saturdays or something?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like the Ignatius game, like bro, I'm out there like.
I used to go to
Oh
some
man, that
fun.
shit was that shit's
Dude,
electric.
oh,
Like I said, I
30,000,
never really
40,000 people.
I never really played that much, but it was still fun. Like it was still like, bro, like I'm out there
Yeah.
like just as gassed up as if I was on the field for real.
Sometimes people, a lot of people can't handle it, but sometimes like being a part of something great, you know, it's not for maybe a lot of people, but other
Yeah.
people, I mean, it's like, who cares, bro? I'm working hard, I'm having success. You're a part of everything. You contributed in
That's the
even
thing too. Even
smallest
like on
way.
scout
The
team, bro. Like,
smallest
it's
way,
still
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
That was fun. I still got my helmet from that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I got the ring still. Like,
Yeah, good memories.
This shit was fun. It was different. Like we were just raw. Like we had it like
Yeah.
that back then. Like I'm not even gonna cap. Like I mean I wasn't part of that, so I'm not even like. But like, the seniors that year, like Cole Guest, like bro, they really had it. They have really had it like that. Like it was lit. I wish I was older, honestly. Like maybe if I was a junior during that.
is Lombardo still there?
Lombardo's still there. Yeah,
Yeah.
they won the state championship again.
Yeah.
Another 2 times, I think.
Jesus.
Yeah, they won. I just recently this year I went to the game.
Did they?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
won.
I wonder how much that dude gets paid.
He also teaches math, I think too.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's yeah.
Well, they double up
That's
your
tough.
credits too. They'll put more money in your little account.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. No, he's a genius. Like like I said, a lot of the kids didn't believe in what he was doing when he first got there because it was like
Change the scheme.
he didn't change. I don't know if he changed the scheme. I was like playing freshman ball was way different than varsity but I don't
That's how
know.
ours was. I mean, we got fucked, dude. I had 3 different coaches.
Yeah, see that sucks.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's
that's
horrible.
tough.
We had like Bjork our first year, and we had Bell for my junior year, and then Dodd, who's there now, for my senior year.
It's all about the system, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, so like for Bjork, like we would do like basically be like a power variation, and then halfway through the season we'll run like a wing team,
Mhm.
like Jordan does. Fucking stupid. If you're listening to this, Bjork, it's still not like it.
Yeah.
My chance if you did. And then we would go to like Bell. He came in. And then I was at Twinsburg, but he was from like I think.
That's him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
came in.
He had a bad season at our place after a
And he
lot
got
of winning
canned.
seasons at Canada.
Yeah,
Good guy.
came here. Yeah, he's a good dude.
Nice guy.
Came in, different kind of scheme. But we always had like, I mean, we had like Zane and Kenny, and like we had like Dodd came in, and then it's a whole nother thing. Like we never had like a consistent lifting program.
Yeah.
Never had like a consistent. All right, this is what we're gonna run 99% of the time.
Yeah.
But now it's like, I mean, it's just power out. You just run the ball down people's throats.
Yeah.
Put a tight end in, maybe a couple wide receivers, and run it.
Yeah.
So I know that's what we do for them. Like for the middle school, I would run the same shit that the high school does. It's just so much easier.
Yeah.
It's like why you guys have like so much success, you know, Kerwin, Chardon, all these schools, like they all run the same stuff from like by the time they're peewees
Mhm.
all the way up to
Yeah,
high
that's
school.
it. That's what me and my uncle were talking about.
Smart.
Like, these kids,
Smart.
you guys
Yeah.
play together for 15 years or whatever. Like,
I mean, if
you
you
guys
really, if
have-
I went to South and I was playing for South, like bro, those
Right.
are like I grew up with a lot of those kids, like,
Yeah.
and I'm still in touch with a lot of them
Yeah.
as well. Like,
Yeah.
that's like you go from playing rec ball up until like they didn't have a. That's where Willoughby was kind of weird. They didn't have like because everybody went to the middle school and played
Yeah.
for the middle school.
They had CYO leagues, so
They did have CYO league. So my I played rec ball until I was in 6th grade, I think, and then 6th, 7th, 8th, I played CYO ball.
You played EBL though, Euclid? When you were young?
I mean, I played
I know you did.
I played a very different type of CYO ball than most of the schools that we would play against. Like they're playing in their, we're playing St. Pascal's, who's playing on their field, and they have their names on the back of their.
Yeah, that's how it was.
And then
That's
I'm
really how it
playing.
was.
I'm
We got
playing,
T-shirts on.
Yeah, I'm playing. On VASJ turf with hand me down St. Robert and Williams jerseys, and instead of playing like scrimmaging, like instead of St. Pascal's scrimmaging, a scout team that they put together like of their own kids.
That's how it felt like sometimes as a kid. So it was true.
We would get matched up. We had our those were another 2 genius coaches I had. For the love of me, I forget what their names were. But we would get put up against like all the hood teams, like Sims, the Sims Raiders, like Euclid, all these Euclid teams, like we would not be playing CYO teams. We'd be playing like AAU teams.
It's just competition. Anybody.
What was the biggest crowd that you played in front of?
Biggest crowd that I played in front of personally probably would be like one of the Ezra Ignatius games.
Yeah, they have to do.
For sure.
Yeah.
Those used to be packed.
And I never even played on I didn't play on a varsity level ever. I played probably my JV game.
Yeah.
I was hoping.
Did you play all 4 years?
No, this is actually fried. I played my freshman and sophomore year. By the time I went in my junior year, I was already like
Burned out.
not burned out. I could have kept playing. I probably should have kept
Do you
playing.
want to do music?
Not even like I wanted to do music. It was just like you really only have like one chance
Yeah.
with them. Like if you and I'm
So it's cutthroat.
it's cutthroat for
Yeah, I was
sure.
about to say,
Like,
'cause
if
I
you
mean,
fuck
like
up,
Ohio State, they're gonna replace
if
you.
you
I was
fuck
gonna
up,
say,
like, I'm
once
talking,
you have
like-
like that as stigma,
yeah,
it's like it's over.
it's over with. Like I
He's a
remember.
non-hacker.
Yeah.
I was just not, and also like I wasn't the best player. Like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say I was. Like
That's hard.
If I played for Willoughby South, I definitely would have started
Yeah.
and played. Like I'm not knocking their talent level
No.
either, but like
You definitely had great talent. It's just
Yeah.
when you go to a place like that, you're either one of
You're
the
a
best,
big
the best,
pile of
or
one big fish.
yeah. Well, if
That's
you
how life
if
is.
you and I wasn't even on the A team when I was a freshman. I was on the B team, and even then, like I was still like I wasn't the best hit like tackler like personally like and whatnot. You got to be a good tackler when you're playing safety. So
Yeah, you have to. Man.
no, it's just one of those things. And like by the time I was a junior, I was already like third, fourth in the
Right.
rotation. Like not even like I wouldn't even be getting put into the game to sub the people who were playing the game out. You know what I mean? Like it would be I could, but it wouldn't be like guaranteed.
It's tough to sit.
So I
sit
started
there.
seeing it differently.
Yeah.
I started seeing me putting in the exact same amount of work that everybody else is and not even getting a chance to play. I started seeing it as not worth it.
Yeah.
Even though I was in shape, and then at that time, like when I started seeing that, I was
Like,
playing.
fuck it.
I literally I broke both of my ankles at the same time.
Oh, yeah, that was it.
That cat,
Yeah, yeah.
God decided that.
Yeah,
one.
he
Yeah,
said,
that
I'll shut
cat-
your ass down.
that fucking captain right there.
Fuck, man.
It wasn't even a football injury. I jumped off my friend's deck playing manhunt, landed on his sister, and that was this one. And then they told me it wasn't. They
I
told
thought
me
it was gonna be a better
Yeah.
story.
No,
Yeah,
literally,
there we go.
no, literally,
Oh.
no, you're gonna geek at this. So this one's fucking broken, and they're telling me that it's not broken.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
telling me it's sprained, and I had gotten tickets to my first Logic concert the night after that, and I went anyway.
In the pit?
At Blossom,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
And I put a ankle brace on, took 3 Advil, and just drank heavily. And then
Yeah.
I literally went there, and I was so fucked up.
Not medical advice, by the way.
I'm literally just jumping up and down, having fun, like really like, oh my god, Logic's raw as fuck, like this is
Yeah.
crazy. And then I literally was like dancing too hard. I fell on this, and it hurt so bad that I like took all my pressure off of it, and then rolled this on the hill.
Oh, fuck.
Ended up breaking both of them. I had to be in crutches,
Jeez.
and then that was
Blossom's
it.
a crazy place, man.
Yeah, oh,
I've
yeah.
only been there a couple times,
Oh,
but every
I've
time I
had
go there,
some
it's
great times at bus.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I
man.
don't ever want to go there. It's
Yeah,
just
it's
such
hard.
a. It's
I mean,
so. It's so
Everything
much.
was- Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a
There's
whole.
just too
thing.
many people there.
I'm going there again for Logic and Wiz Khalifa are coming there.
Oh, you're going?
Oh,
Wiz
yeah.
loves coming there.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's
Oh.
easy. That's easy bread for him.
Is it?
Well, it's for me. It's
guaranteed.
this is
How much
what-
do you think he's getting paid to go there, though?
Couple hundred.
You think so?
Yeah.
They have a big hit. They have a big.
He's packing that bitch to capacity, and he's selling his tickets for a certain amount of money, and
Well,
then
him
all
and-
the
him and Logic both-
pre-sale,
well,
and
I've-
the VIP.
Every time I've ever went to
Yeah.
a Logic or Wiz Khalifa concert, they both bring me about the same amount of people. You put them
What,
together.
what were we just talking about that? How Logic, Wiz kind of like put on for Logic in a little sense, didn't he? Like
Oh,
he always
yeah.
put Logic on some of those early tours, and Logic
Yeah.
wasn't like
What's the
I don't
easiest
know.
concert you've been to?
The most recent one,
Or just in general?
I performed at an Up and Up festival, which was sick. That was the most recent.
Have you ever been to like a big festival, like I went, like a Rolling Loud or anything? Like I went to Lollapalooza like a couple years ago. That was pretty
Did
crazy.
you?
I've never been to one of those. It's one
Yeah,
of my
those
bucket
that's
lists.
different.
Yeah.
Downtown? That must have been cool.
Dude, it's nuts.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah, those are
Did
different.
you go
That's
with people?
different
Or
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy time.
I'm trying to think of like the best concert I've ever been to was Tory Lanez at the House of Blues, by far.
Did he shoot Meg?
No.
Okay.
You don't think you did? I think something.
This is what I'll say. I think something definitely happened. Something fishy definitely happened for sure. I don't know what's gonna happen with it because I'm almost positive that the only reason I said no is because I'm almost positive I read something recently.
Wow, he's taking an abuser side. Let's hear it.
Well, listen, this
No,
is the only reason I'm
Way to
saying.
frame him.
The only reason I'm saying that is because I thought I read something recently that said that when they examined her foot, that they confirmed that
It wasn't a
It
gun.
was not a bullet.
It was
It was not
glass.
a bullet. It was glass.
Yeah.
So I don't know
I
what's
see.
going on with that. I
Yeah.
just like his music.
Something happened at a party and it escalated, but not
Yeah.
to get off subject.
Yeah.
but,
No, definitely. So I don't know. I don't have a comment. That's it. That's why I would lean toward no. But like, I mean, everything will get turned out for it. So.
What's the biggest show you think you've done people wise?
The Up and Up Festival.
That was it?
Yeah, definitely. That was it.
Not
was
at the garage, you think, or with Mozzie?
No. So Up and Up Festival was sold out, like 600 people.
That was a good show. I remember, before COVID?
Yeah,
Mozzie
Mozzie show was cool.
Show Mozzie. You
Mozzie
hit
show was cool.
Mozzie? You hit to Mozzie? Yeah, he a gangster for real.
That shit was
cool.
hard. That shit was hard.
That was a
shit
good
hard.
look.
I wish someone would have told me back then I looked like a cornball when
Nah.
I was looking at it, bro.
He was up there
You should
crazy,
have that
bro.
problem.
Dude, I was on the side of the set. I'll be the first
Yeah,
person to say if there was a bad
exactly.
set. It was
Yeah.
a good set.
You gotta say this years later.
Everyone's you're your own worst critic, honestly.
It's just hard because like you gotta like really like we got the show August 4th. I'm happy. This is actually crazy because when I was a senior in high school, I would be geeking out about just like people doing their own shows. Like I'd be like, damn, like I really want to be able to just one day do my own shit, like own little separate thing. And after years of like doing like shows, whether it was like on somebody else's bill or like I'm opening up for somebody, like now it's just like I just don't see the value of putting hella people on a roster like that and just getting them all trying to sell tickets to like one thing, like, and it's just like, you got like a show. Like the Mozzie show had like, I was the first opener of like maybe like 6 or 7 openers.
Were you?
I think so, yeah, I think so.
That's
And,
interesting.
we didn't see that because we went out, we were
Yeah,
hitting
you're
it
right.
with Kip and Nuke
Yeah.
out there at the
Yeah.
end, but like, yeah, no, there was like, I don't like that type of shit because it's like, I don't know, the only people that really make the bread would be, it only looks good for Mozzie at the end of the day because we're out here selling the tickets for him and we're packing the house and then we're not even getting paid off that because we mostly like I sold a good like maybe half band worth of tickets and I got paid $45 off that show.
Showbiz is crazy.
It's
The
wild.
way
It's
all
different.
set up.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
depending on
like-
who you deal
yeah.
with and some shiesty shit, and then
Yeah.
it's a whole thing, dude.
Like
Whole
not
record.
like I wanted to do it my own way. I want to be able to have who I want on there. I want to be able to perform what I want. I want to be able to
Pick the DJ.
pick who I'm
Yeah.
having on that bitch. I want to be able to go somewhere where I know I'm gonna be able to do certain things, like whether we're smoking on stage.
He's
or
like the
whatnot.
government. He just wants to control it
Yeah.
completely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I just don't
it
want to.
has to be.
I don't want to I don't want to go to a show event where I have I have to sit there and I can't come out the green room because the main person don't want me to be in that bitch, or I can't come. I have to just stand on stage awkwardly where they hand me the mic and I gotta go. Whereas everybody else can run out that bitch and like be turned. Like no, I want to be able to do it my way.
There's so much to it. Dude.
I want to have my own
Ritual.
sound. I want to have my own sound engineer to do my own vocals, EQ, auto tune. I want to make sure the light person is going crazy. I want to make sure that I can smoke either if it's not on stage or in the green room. I can pop.
So you
out.
get thrown to the wolves.
Yeah,
That's fucked.
yeah.
A lot happens like in between, like you getting there and then eventually going on.
Really?
Yes. Dude.
Yeah. Well,
I've
so
had
for
the
our
craziest
show,
things.
we'll
I have no idea. I'm not musically involved.
Yeah,
No, I know.
it's basically the way I see it
It's all
as of
vibes.
right now. Like I try not to project any negativity or anywhere, but almost always something goes wrong.
Yeah.
Like in some capacity, there's something that's like a negative. Like
Even now?
oh yeah, like
It
Even
doesn't
though like
matter.
people I see
It
like doing
doesn't
shows
matter.
trying to sell tickets, something's gonna go wrong at the
well, not even like with selling tickets.
No,
Like,
it'll be
literally,
something
it's
small.
literally at the show. Like
Oh.
like for example, like I'm trying to think. Like for the first show I ever did, my voice almost was gone before I even went on stage. Like, and that was number one. Number two, there was a big fiasco after that where they thought I had said some shit, which I didn't say had not said anything about that at the garage.
That was nuts.
And they were not trying
That
to pay
was
me my
nuts.
bread, and it was like out of pocket. So that was my first show.
I remember
Like,
that,
so
so-
that was wild.
Oh, man.
Next show, like house Invasion House Badge.
That's a thing.
They messed the setup. They it wasn't even. I don't even blame anybody, but like the set was messed up and
My
then
mic went out.
mic went out. Like, it was.
Dude, anytime I perform like some fluke stuff happens.
It's like fluke shit. Fluke shit always happens. The Mozzie
It gets
show.
tangled in the wire. Some wire gets caught on some strange like thing and it trips.
Something
Like
fucked
dude, crazy
always
stuff.
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny.
The
dude.
Mozzie show,
It's
like
funny.
the fucking I was late to that shit. Victor, I was either late or Victor was late too.
Chuck was late, I think.
Chuck was late too.
Curly Chuck.
Something fried happened, and like they were pissed at me for that. I wasn't allowed in the green room because Mozzie's DJ was getting a lineup. So they handed me the mic in front of the speaker, and the show starts off with a high pitched like mic screech because they fucking handed it to me in front of the speaker.
Dude, they don't be caring about the open a lot of times.
They just care about the man.
Yeah. They're basically, they'll do whatever to accommodate him, and basically they throw you to the wolves, like you said. They don't care.
Yeah.
So like he's saying, like he wants to control who's even. This is a big one, bro. You wouldn't even think about it, but controlling the lighting is huge. If you're into that, which a lot of artists are, and the sound engineering. I think he's having Will actually.
Either Will or Benny Bevel, who's a Grammy
he's
nominated.
Grammy nominated.
Like either one of them two are gonna be there. And then like another thing too is just like the bullshit that like comes to side with it. Like when you headline something and you have that venue, like it's your show. Like you don't have like it's not like everything else. Like say we go to the Mozzie
They
show.
got catered.
Mozzie's got somebody handling shit. We're doing our own shit now. Like I can't be the person who's trying to make sure everything's cool, and like trying to figure out whether or not the what do you call it? The show's running smoothly or whatnot. Because like low key, I'm part of the show. Like I got the head. Like I got an hour set from 9:30 to 10:30. Like I can't be worried about like if something like Audie Ray's mic goes out on stage. Like I'm trying to get in that mode. Like
Audie Ray. That's one. That's another name.
Yeah, we want to have him on.
Yeah, he's gonna be performing. October Beach Club's another band that's gonna be performing. And my dude AJ, who actually I went to high school with, he's gonna be DJing. He's got a DJ set from 7:30 to 8:30. October Beach Club goes on 8:30. Audie Ray goes on 9. I'm 9:30 to 10:30. So it'll be.
So you've always been like musically inclined ever since you were young. When did that start to come to fruition?
I guess I have been, but like I didn't notice it. Like I didn't really do anything crazy until I was in high school. Maybe like my sophomore year, I started fucking around with beats, and then I couldn't make any beats, so I decided to rap on them because it was easier. And then it just took me to where I am now. I've always listened to music. I listen to music all the time, and like I don't know. One day I was just literally like fucking on the beach and like listening to music, and I was like, I could fucking do this. Like I know I could. Like I got a passion for it. Like I could tap in, and then. Fast forward 3-4 years after that, with however much commercial success you want to say I had, which I don't really think it was a lot. Like maybe for like what I was doing, it was a lot, but like not really. I was sitting there and I was like, no, like maybe if I really try to take this professionally and like get an LLC, like learn something, like learn to become like the audio engineer, like I could really take this somewhere. And then that transitioned into school. And from school, it just exploded. Like it was all I did my freshman, sophomore year mostly. Like I would just go to the studio.
Really?
Yeah, I'd come back from class, go to the studio.
Did you use Dayton Studios or something?
Dayton Studio was my freshman year, then it closed, and I had a studio in my dorm my sophomore year. I didn't even go out.
Why did it close?
Not enough people in it.
Really?
To man it? Really?
Not even to man it, just like to make it
like
turn into an office space.
Yeah, something else. That's
Or
actually
better
sad.
purpose.
That is how big organizations treat art and stuff, though. I mean, it's the truth. They don't see it
It's
value.
so subjugated. Like it's just, you have to have like a fine. You have to hit that niche. And like for me, it's like I like some sort of music, some I don't. It's just how it is. Like I'm not really the biggest rap fan.
Yeah.
But then there's other stuff that I really like, and then there's some stuff that I really don't like.
Yeah.
Like some country's really good. Some
Music
country,
is music, and
Yeah.
when I realized I wanted to do during 2020 during COVID, actually, I was at my grandma's house, and this is actually so fried. Both times, it's gonna sound corny, but both times when I realized I wanted to just get my foot in the door and start trying to make music, was on the beach. It was 2016. I was listening to Lord Willin' by Logic. And that, like, literally is what made me, like, I can do this. And then when it was 2020, I was in the backyard of my grandma's house. I was working for her at the time. And Logic had just dropped his No Pressure album. And I was listening to the second part of, I think it was Aquarius 3 or something like that was the name of the song. And he was just talking about, like, being able to do shit. And, like, I was like, I could really, like tap in and take this professionally. And then I like all music. Like, I like... What I like to be involved in is I like to just create sounds and like landscapes that reflect emotions and whatnot. So it doesn't matter if someone comes in there and like is trying to just jam out on a bass guitar. Like I'm gonna try and make that shit sound crazy because like that's just the vibe we're in.
You love the creative aspect.
Yeah,
of
it doesn't matter what it
touring with
is.
stuff,
I love to work with a
editing.
country artist and
Yeah.
put some of my finesse on it because I'm mainly hip hop based.
Right.
Yeah.
Sam, how did you how did you begin like recording and all that? Did you do it yourself or did you go somewhere?
So I went. Ray's been my main engineer. I've never went to anybody else ever.
So that's who you did your first recordings with?
My very first recordings were by myself. Like my very first Paradise tape, I recorded it by
shit.
myself. But like anything that was professionally mixed is always going to have him on it. I do not touch my stuff. Even now, I'll mix a lot of my stuff like to my ear. But Ray is handling the full, like he has all the say so on everything.
Yeah.
Like I can do whatever I want. He's going to take that and he's going to do his thing, and I trust his vision completely.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's
That's
like
how I was with them.
I don't like
One of
to-
my early people I started
Yeah.
with.
I don't like to really like fuck with my. I don't think I can do my vocals correctly because I literally will record something and I'll think it sounds fire, and I know there's something I can do to make it better. So that's why I give it to
I feel like it would be hard to like critique yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
You have
that
your
as
own
well.
bias.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
you might even
Mhm.
think something's amazing. You got 10 people in the room and they're all like, bro, that's terrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're wrong or you're wrong. You know what I mean? It's so subjective.
Yeah.
Everything's subjective that way, down to like cover art, names of
Mhm.
songs, stuff like that. But Sam, how do you, can you explain maybe a little bit to people how do you cultivate like an image and who you want to come off as?
That's
Like, what do you think about it? Like for maybe your own self or other people you know, like you know what I mean? How have you gone about
for
it?
me personally. Like I just try to be myself. Like I don't know the best way to describe it. Like I'm not a social media person. To be honest, if I wasn't trying to push music and get people to listen to my product or whatever it is, I guess if you want to call it that, I would not be on social media
Yeah.
at all.
That's
I think
how
it's
I feel.
I think it's fucking stupid. It's
Yeah.
literally toxic. Like everything about it is just chalk.
It's changed a lot.
Even just like I'm only going on there solely to like either post something about music or look at something that was posted about
Yeah.
music.
Right.
But the algorithms don't reward that.
Yeah.
They want you
Yeah,
locked
like
in,
constantly.
posting every day. Yeah, you've seen it.
Yeah.
I hate posting content. I hated the thought of TikTok. Like I don't like TikTok at all. Like honestly, I'm on there because I can see what it does. Like
Chinese don't knock on
I
your
be
door
trying.
one day.
I be trying to.
They're coming.
I understand, but you gotta think of it like this. I was very against it, like, cause I was like, I think this shit is corny. Like, I'm not gonna do a dance for somebody to fucking listen to my
And you
song.
have it.
But there's so many different ways you can maneuver it. And since posting, like, even if it's just some stupid shit, like, I went from like, if I would have not, like, I have like probably over like 100,000 views, like, on that, like, just off of like posting stupid shit, which isn't for TikTok. That's not a high number.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But like, that's just how crazy their algorithm
Right.
is. So like it's one of those things where it's like you just gotta weigh the pros and cons, and like I don't know that the views are crazy that you can get on there. That it just takes one. Like you could post a snippet of it, for example, the podcast.
You know what?
You can literally
You know
what?
Fuck this,
I know you're about to say that. I'm just saying. You
Yeah.
post a little snippet of the
No, it
of the
works.
podcast,
Will's
and it just
been
goes
trying
crazy.
to get me. You've been trying to get
I've been
me.
trying to get
TikTok.
mine.
Have you?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I do. I swear to God.
No.
Yeah.
Will shit,
Yeah.
bro. Will shit just started
That's how much
posting,
you
bro.
pay
And he's
attention.
He does. That's what Will does. He just starts posting my shit on TikTok. It gets a little traction and shit.
Really?
But I hate TikTok. Y'all know how I feel.
I know how you feel about it. I'm just saying for pushing content.
Oh, I think it's a great tool.
It's
Yeah.
yeah.
But I also think this is the thing about TikTok. It's literally a tool that is being used actively against us. Even though you're benefiting your music way, maybe I could and maybe you could. Dude, they're using it to literally like subvert people because all the TikToks they show in China and stuff, they're like educational.
It's like a
stuff.
Trojan horse.
They
Oh,
did you ever see that? They reward their kids. They make it educational and stuff. They don't let them watch over a certain amount straight.
They
So
cut it
like,
off at a certain
but
time.
us, what are all the kids doing? They're all doing the dances. They're all doing pranks. They're all doing that shit. I mean, it's just how it goes. Like it's like YouTube and shit.
Well, yeah,
But
not,
it's
it's
there.
like not everybody's searching for a viral moment because you can
Yeah.
you can very easily have some. Like
Yeah.
bro, like my
And they know we love that. Americans love attention.
one
love
of my
the viral
sister's
shit.
friends posted some shit before Yeet got super big. She posted like
Yeet?
just some shit of her like out in the snow, like just looking at her face, and
Right.
she had Yeet song out there, and it went like she
Yeah.
got like couple
Triple
mil
mil.
on that bitch.
Yeah.
My fucking sister comments on there saying something funny, and she gets like
Yeah.
a couple thousand likes on her
That's awesome.
on her comment. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, bro, like
People be feeling juice
it's
too.
Whoever can
so.
crack that code to figure out what goes viral, it's gonna be a very rich man or woman.
I mean, there's people.
But people have like
Oh.
I know personally.
Or you can something goes
I
out
used
every
to
single
be-
time without fail.
I'll tell you something.
Yeah,
after
you
this.
can do.
think so?
You can do like there are people who have figured it out to a very high extent. But like I know people who have posted shit on there and like it's changed lives. Like I'm
Right.
talking like you post like just like somebody who like artists and labels nowadays and like well, I'm not even that like major labels are not even like looking at DSPs for like music. Like they might be like tapping on there,
Yeah.
but they're on TikTok.
They want the viral.
They want people who make good music, who can be in front of the camera and make good content. It's about content
Do
now.
you think everyone's like an actor?
That's what it's going towards. So like people who don't and people who like me, like I don't fuck with that shit. Like I haven't put like I'm the type of person like I spent like fucking like 15, 20 racks on a project and I'm putting that bitch out and I honestly am not promoting it as much as I need to be based on how much I spent on it. But I don't like to promote.
Yeah.
It's not my shit.
You just go with the flow.
Yeah, I just drop it and I just kind of like, and it's stupid, but I'll be on promoting it more with TikTok, but it's just like,
This is the thing that you're also a more organically like minded fan base and person.
Yeah.
So it works out for you, and maybe it wouldn't work out.
It's
for
probably a
others
better
the same
approach.
way.
Huh?
yeah. I mean, I try not to like, I just think like how I view it, like,
Yeah.
and I see people posting all the time and it pisses me off. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't want to see music shoved down my face 24/7.
Right.
I'm just gonna kind of take a step back.
Let me ask you this about like the whole music industry.
Yeah.
Do you think they purposely kill all these artists? Like a lot of people die. Like Mac Miller.
Dolph and all them are on the
Oh.
same label. They all get off.
Like everyone, you know what I'm saying?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Mo, Dolph. They got King Von. They're all on the same thing. They
I
all
feel
got
like that's like something that always happens with that, like that specific industry, like music in general.
There's hip hop police.
Yeah, like people are either getting killed or they're killing themselves or overdosing. Something's going wrong.
Yeah.
There's, I mean, there's definitely truth in that. I think certain scenarios are different than others. I don't know. I don't think Max shit has anything to do with that.
No.
Me personally,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. A lot of this shit is just like it's just like shootings. Like, and I guess like from moving with like how I've like seen like certain clientele that come in the studio. Like these people like have real ops.
They live
So-
shady lives.
Not even that. It's just like when you got to think of it like some of these people who aren't capping and rap like are about what like they were actually on like and are connected within the streets and whatnot. Like they have legitimate like ops
Yeah.
who if they're in the city, if they stay in the same city, like if they get a drop on them, they're gonna slide because it's like actually like that. I never thought I'm not in the streets by any means.
Yeah.
I'm only saying what I see in the studio when people pull up and they're just heavily armed or whatnot because they got legitimate ops or whatever the case is. Like
That
people-
guy yesterday, he tweets, "I'll be home in 5 minutes. If anybody wants to run down on me, it's your time." They killed him 5 minutes later.
Really?
Oh
he
yeah,
pulled up
no,
his house.
it's
Who's
like
that?
yeah,
Some rapper out in like Cali or some
Really?
shit.
it's
dude.
like really like
And it's
that.
internet. It's a lot of it's internet too. Like
Yeah.
dudes be dissing,
They're
dudes
just
making
killing
diss
people
songs.
for no reason.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of that shit I think
Toxic.
is real. It's real street stuff. Like I don't like a lot of the shooting shit. Like
Yeah.
or it's just random. Like I don't know. Like,
No way. I mean, there's definitely random
I feel
things
like
that happen, but the flashier
It
you
could
are,
be. It could be. I don't know.
I feel like a
don't
lot
know.
of shit's orchestrated.
the
It
flashier you are
very well
though,
could be.
the more target and more eyes you have on you, the more chances people can come at you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it all depends.
Get my boy in here. Get him in here.
Random Merkham question.
Go ahead.
So
Get him in
you're a Logic fan, right?
Yes.
Best album.
Best album.
Best album. Your favorite. Out of all of his albums, which one's your go-to?
He's been feeding for that question.
It's between.
I have.
It's gotta be. It's
I
gotta
have.
be
Yeah,
between.
yeah,
Probably.
yeah.
If I had to give it like my true favorite to listen to.
Uh-huh. Start to finish type shit.
Oh man,
Yeah.
it's between Under Pressure and The Incredible True Story, but I think I'm gonna go with The Incredible True Story.
And that's why I fuck with you.
Yeah.
Because you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You're saying Lord Willin, City of Stars is what really got me into
Yeah.
music. Like,
Yeah, shit
like
like
that
that.
album was gas. City
Bro.
of Stars, 6-minute song, feels like 3 minutes. Like
Oh
it's,
my God.
it's beautiful.
I like that because it was like it made sense
Bro.
to me cinematically. Like
Mhm.
it was the first album I had ever listened to like straight
listen to
through,
it.
like from one
It's good.
to whatever it was,
Yeah.
and I was like, wow, like, does everybody do shit like this? And when I realized that nobody really
does stuff like that.
I was like, this is like crazy. Under Pressure is a close second though.
I mean, I like Under Pressure just because that's like the first studio album before like the mixtapes. Obviously, he was in the mixtape era. Bobby Tarantino, you know what I mean? I thought Bobby Tarantino 3, absolute dog shit. I'm sorry, Logic. You know,
I think that was more so like honestly, in my opinion, like this is what I'll say because he gets a bad rap. My friends dog me all the time for repping him heavy. What I will say about it is this, because I'm probably one of the biggest Logic fans of me. I'm not a fanboy or anything, but like I think it's like this is how I see it. He dropped what he dropped. Basically all his mixtapes, Under Pressure, The Incredible True Story, fire as fuck. I am not a personal fan of everybody, but you know, it served its purpose for the time that it was out there and it helped people. Whatever, he was always gonna make that album, and it has his like the 1-800 song, which is his commercial success. Whatever, was always gonna be out there.
That song sucks.
I'm not saying it like I'm not saying it's fire,
but my
it
issue
helped
is
people.
I feel like he got.
Yeah,
he went mainstream and he changed.
Oh, for sure.
It's a good message. I'm just saying the song sucks.
I mean, well, it's like you're not gonna listen to it, like you know. But it is what it is. Like that's what he made, and like I
that's
fuck with
meaningful.
that. I like every time he drops. I'm trying to think of what first. My personal opinion, Bobby Tarantino, the first one when he dropped it, Surprise, fire. Bobby Tarantino 2 was an anthem for my senior year of high school.
Definitely hard.
Everybody just was a miss for me. And then when he got to, I thought that Confessions of a Dangerous. Well, Supermarket honestly was just that was a one-off. People really didn't fuck with it, but that was for his book. So I listened to it. I thought it was good for what it was. Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, I really fucked with at the time. Looking back on it now, I don't listen to a lot of it, and that got a bad rap. And I think a lot of the fans were pissed off because of all just like the Easter egg shit he does. I genuinely thought that it was a double album and he was going to drop another album the next week, like on some future shit.
Oh yeah.
And I was like hurt that he didn't when it happened because it was so like such a widely believed like rumor. Yeah. So that was like whatever. And then he kind of like did his own little thing, and I think he at that point, No Pressure for me, fire, fuck with it.
Why did he jump real quick? Why did he jump from mixtapes to album? What point was that?
Well,
Under Pressure was the first one.
That's a classification, in my opinion, based off of because the mixtapes were really the third mixtape was really an album, in my opinion. They just are labeled as mixtapes because when you get signed by a major, like you're getting put in like legit studio stuff. Yeah. Like he recorded most of those mixtapes, like you know.
Oh, himself. Yeah. That's right.
Not
all
even
those
himself.
Videos. No, I'm saying
At some point, you have to move on from mixtapes. That's
and the mixtapes also with
I watched this
big sample shit. He did a lot of remixes.
Right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Same thing with that, and that was the era. I mean,
those
look at Lil Wayne,
like
you know what I mean, like. All of those, like the No Ceilings, like almost every single song is a remix song, right? It's just, you know, it's one of those things. At some point, you gotta grow up from the mixtape era.
I gotta revisit those.
Yeah.
No, they're fine. Who's your top? I want to hear American Stately. Your top 4 artists of all time, regardless of the genre, anything. Top 4.
Does that be in order? No particular order.
I want to hear yours, Stan.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we'll get you in there.
Is it influential?
No, just that.
Favorite to listen to?
You got 4 people to listen to the rest of your life.
Oh, okay. Logic, number 1.
Alright.
For sure. Not even saying he's number 1, but like he's definitely in there. This is no particular order. Probably either Tory Lanez or Bryson Tiller, one of the two. I would definitely lean more toward Tory Lanez.
Abuser.
I be fucking with the music, dog. Come on.
It's a negative answer.
He's like, I don't care if he's murdered. He's like,
I
don't care
on
if he
the
murders
Civic?
someone.
Man, that's when I like Tory Lanez like back in the day. Like
Honda Civic is
that's
fire,
such a great song, man.
Bro, he was not like. First of all, the reason I'll say this is, and it's very biased. Derulo with him and Snake Hips was literally the song that I got high to for the first time.
Yeah.
So like,
no, I hear you.
He's got a pretty hardcore bias.
Yeah.
He's got a grip on him.
I mean, like it is.
All right, who else?
You got 2 more.
I don't know. The next 2 probably would be for me to listen to for the rest of my life, I'm going not based off who I think is like all time goats. I'm probably going off of who I would be trending toward. Like I'm gonna listen to. I honestly like. I listen to a lot of local people. I really do listen to a lot of local people. But I probably would say like definitely so Tory Lanez, Logic, probably. Drake.
Wow.
Just because I have so many of his songs.
I can't wait to hear this.
Okay.
I
Well,
can't wait to hear both.
you know what? Let me get really.
We'll go around the room.
Let me go really accurate for this because I'll literally be able to tell you like right now.
Can you name your 4 quick?
Go ahead, name you go.
Me quick?
X.
Wow. Shut up. X is definitely on there, 110%. I wouldn't get it tatted on me if not. Tame Impala.
Yeah.
Impala's
Wow.
fire.
That's
fire.
Dude, him at Lollapalooza, that's one of the best concerts I've
Tame
ever been to.
Impala is.
I like that pick.
Oh my god, so gas. So gas.
It's crazy, he's in my top 4.
Yeah. Honestly, Jason. I'm not gonna lie. I listen to Jason a lot.
Who's that?
A lot.
Who's
Magic.
that?
Magic.
Oh, you can't name drop.
Oh, I can't name drop. I can't name drop.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
not
What
like he
up,
hasn't
Fred?
name dropped many times.
What up, Fred?
He
That's
said
real.
his
Wow.
dude.
Thanks, man.
You
You weren't
know what?
excited
Hold on.
for
Let me pull up a song where he says his own name in his song. I have it. I
It's
listen
in
to
it.
it on a daily
Yeah,
basis.
no,
He-
yeah, you did.
You know what?
It's
He
in
definitely did.
What?
Which one? Wait, hold on. Let's get it quick. What is it?
I don't
bro,
remember.
It's on here.
But
It's
who
on-
else?
I can
Put a
find it
clip?
quick.
Can we put a
I
clip
can
in
find it
later?
quick. Yeah, I'll put a
Put the
clip.
fucking
Yeah,
clip
put a
in.
clip.
But
You did not give a fuck.
110%.
Plug yourself.
Y'all know who the
Go listen
I
to
know.
Magic on Spotify. Apple
Something like
Music.
she moaned and called me Jason.
Yeah.
Fuck these expectations, some shit like that.
Yeah.
This dude's a
Dude, I
nerd.
know for a fact he said his name.
So I'm in his
110%.
top. That's real. I'm not in
110%.
Sam's top though. He can go die on a hill. No, I'm kidding.
Wow, so I got 3.
You got one more.
Yeah, who else?
This is kind of hard for me personally. Probably
Elvis. You gonna say Elvis?
no, probably D Savage. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you-
Bro,
Yeah,
I was
listen
literally
to
gonna
D
say some
Savage.
shit
Are
like
you
that.
listen to D
shitting me?
Savage.
I like these
I
guys.
listen to
all
D Savage
I like it.
a lot.
Guys, top 4 all time. Y'all got D Savage in
Bro,
it?
not. I'm not saying.
He said not
so
top 4
listening.
all time.
No,
He
no, no,
said
you're 4 to listen
your
to.
top 4 you have to listen to for the rest of your life. I listen to a lot of D Savage
I like
songs.
these.
I listen to a lot of your songs. I listen to a lot of X, and I listen to a lot of Tame Impala. Those are my 4.
Okay.
Okay, what's your 4? We gotta hear it.
Me?
Yeah, and can't say yourself.
Well, Mac Miller.
Okay.
No, and if I would have to have myself because I listen to myself. That's really all I listen to. It's a sad thing, but I
Yeah,
love
I
listening to my own
yeah.
music. But definitely Mac Miller.
Yeah.
Definitely Frank Sinatra. Or no, I'm sorry. Definitely Dean Martin. I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to have Cuddy in there,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would have to have. That's a tough one, man. 3 out of 4. I really don't listen to that many people. You know, I really love all his old shit. I don't listen to him much anymore, but man, I love old ASAP.
Yeah.
That has to be in there. Rocky, yeah. You know?
No, old Rocky.
Go.
Old Rocky's solid.
Tame Impala. Rufus the Soul.
Who?
Rufus the Soul.
Oh, I never heard of
Yeah. Lil Wayne, Ferret.
For sure.
And
I
I'd
could
probably
have
go
him
with
in
Michael
mind.
Jackson.
Yeah, I could have Lil Wayne in mind, but that's a good 4. That's a different 4.
He didn't touch me.
This dude. I knew that was coming.
Yeah, that's a
I
different.
think he's one of the best performers.
I'll tell you, literally, give me a year and I will tell you my most played song. Like what
Who else is on your list?
I'd probably say, like, if I'm going off of what I'm looking at, like off here.
What is that on Wikipedia?
What's your hottest music take?
My hottest music tape.
Yeah.
Most
Yeah, fuck his list. It just.
I just want to know.
Well, my list would literally be probably it'd be Logic, Tory, probably Cole.
Okay,
Really?
that's a good addition.
Yeah, I listen to a lot.
I could rock with
I
that,
listen
yeah.
to a lot of Cole,
Nothing to knock.
and if we're adding ourselves, like I honestly listen to all my release music
Yeah.
on a daily basis, so I guess myself.
That's fair.
But like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But like, I'll show you like. I don't know, you give like 2021, my top 5 songs. This is my top 5 songs for 2021.
Here we go.
Toxic by Freshie, Trap Addict by 55 Bags, Down Bad by Third, Hold Up, Hold Up, Hold Up by Young Dolph, Overseas, which is Young Air, Stoney, Adi Ray, and then Cloud City. So like,
Is that on Spotify?
I'm on Apple Music.
Oh,
but-
Cloud City's the one I got with Adi Ray. That's good. A lot of good music. So this guy, I wanted to ask you this. So, how did you cultivate the whole? You know, he has like a series of albums that all have to do with like like the word paradise.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you formulate that? Like, what does it mean to you?
For me, what I meant it as at the time, like it was always like something like Logic definitely talks about it in his shit. Like it's like for him, it's like a planet in his thing. For me personally, like I would listen to what he was doing with it, and then I would kind of be like on a wave where I was like, damn, like whenever I'm like out here feeling genuinely good, like I'm thinking like, shit, I'm a bitch on a jet ski, like out here, like in the middle of the fucking like, ocean out here, kicking it type shit, like paradise type shit. You know what I mean? And like it turned into like more of like a lifestyle, like mindset almost. Like paradise for me was just like trying to achieve happiness. Like I'm always trying to. Like Paradise 1, I was just like it was like not even like cohesive. Paradise 2 was like I'm chasing it, like it was there for a fleeting moment. Like Paradise 3 was like I'm living this shit right now. Like it's a mindset. Like I have certain like negative things that are going on that are also I can turn into positive music, whatever the case was. Like it was sick, bro. Like for me, it's just more like a trajectory, like a mindset. Like you're always trying to just put yourself in some sort of mental.
It's like a journey.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you see where the music is coming. If I play one of my first songs versus I play Love on Recall or something, bro, like
What's that?
A banger.
What?
Something you're performing.
Yeah. Oh man, this dude wants me to perform.
Kids
That bitch is on like constant replay, by the way.
Dude, it's so
I wanted
fun.
you to let you know this
Yeah,
song
thank
is
you, bro.
fucking great.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Did you? I think it's great. I've edited.
Yeah, the album was, dude. Who did that cover? That shit is clean.
My
bro.
guy Lou.
Clean.
My guy Lou.
Yeah,
from
that
fucking New Jersey.
When I first saw that, I was like, wow, this dude came with some heat. And then I went on Spotify and I'm seeing the bitch move.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, dog, like
Yeah,
this is legit.
He made
This is
like
legit.
my dude Emmett is like my creative director. He handles like literally all of like trying to like connect me with people and shit. And it's not even like he's doing it specifically for me. He's just tapped into that lane. He's a genius. He does graphic design himself.
Yeah,
like
amazing.
he's fire. And he just put me on with these two kids.
Yeah,
one of them was
sweet.
Brad,
Mm-hmm.
who shot most of my videos, and the
Okay.
other one was Lou, and he does all the graphics.
All the
and shit,
graphics,
bro.
yeah.
It's wild.
My boy always.
You said
Philly, like my dude Brad's in Philly right now. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, my ET goes by Embrace the Strange. So I have a bar about it. I said some shit like BTS with ETS. My dog from Philly with the shits or something like that.
Okay.
That's my dude. Like, bro, he pulled up. He would drive down. Like, I'm talking like overnight type shit. Like, bro's out here shooting for like fucking, I don't even know, like Dirk in like ATL or something, and he's driving back to Philly, and then overnight he's gonna pull up to Cleveland to try and pop in on some shit. Like,
Yeah, that's awesome.
it's fucking raw. Like that guy is like, I've never like literally like in my life been around somebody so creative. Like we pulled up and when we shot like that Petty Things and we shot What a Time and Self Revive, bro, like we were so tapped in. Like he pulled up for like a couple of days and like we turned the crib into like a fucking creative HQ.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was sick. Like I've never been more inspired in my life.
No, and doing that type of thing is just vibes. Like even when I was in college, so I don't know if you know too much about me. I went to BG and I was going to school for that type of shit. Like I was in media production and everything. I pissed my time away there, but dude, I literally every day, instead of going to classes, which like I said, I pissed my time away there.
Yeah.
Instead of going to classes, I would go to my buddy's house, my buddy Blake. We had a studio, and I would just sit there in the studio. So realistically, you and I were actually backwards, right? You went into beats first and then transitioned into rapping and stuff. I was actually the opposite. I was like, fuck it, let's rap, sing, like let's do that. And then I was like, yo, I'm ass. Like I'm garbage, no cap. You know what I mean? So at that point I was like, all right, let's do beats. I'm good with computers. I'm good with I'm good at that type of stuff. And then from there it's just like just started doing that stuff. And, you know, now I'm here with Lab. I gotta listen to Logan bitch all the time because he's annoying, you know, but he's a great host on the pod and he does good questions. I prefer Jason more. He's a better host. But,
yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
Look at
On
our
the pod.
text earlier,
On the
and
pod.
that would be the complete opposite.
Look at our text
He literally
earlier.
texted me
It would be
earlier, I'm
good.
gonna fucking punch Jason in the mouth when I see him.
I low-key did say that.
So don't
That's
let
fucking
him get him
I
fooled.
did say that.
What
Boy, I'm using your government.
He said it in a song. It's okay.
Yeah.
That's I mean, I say I call. I
We
don't know. I
patched
switch it
it.
up. I switch it up.
I'm a man of many names. Log.
Gypsy called me no name. That's what did you say? What the fuck? You know what I'm talking about? You know exactly what I'm talking about. I be reciting this kid's lyrics for him,
And
bro.
he don't even know him. He don't even know his own lyrics. Yeah.
That's right.
Fuck out of here with that. I need to
Fake
sing
news.
it.
I listen to my own music, but I don't know my own lyrics. That's this guy. It's okay.
Sam, do you think it's like real important to increasingly rely on yourself when you're creating in all aspects?
Yeah, I think it's always integral to like literally, you know, keep the vision of what you got going on. With Paradise 3, it was a different mindset for me though. It was more so like me and Ted really tried to like craft like a specific sound for it. He was a big part of that. So it was a heavy collaboration with that. I just wanted to have fun with this project, and we did.
Definitely. You brought that dude Randy in with the guitar.
Yeah,
on
like
that
shit was
Love
cool.
Recall
Like everything,
song.
like everybody
Yeah,
had
so
input
many-
on it. My friends had
so many cool parts.
Yeah, my friends had a heavy input on what was actually like put on the album. Not many people know there's literally a whole second album. Actually, there's like a whole
Like a deluxe version?
not even a deluxe
Big
version,
campus.
just like a fucking not the same. It's like scrapped songs that weren't used.
Okay.
Shit that I was feeling like at the time and that we didn't put on there. I got stuff that was mastered, ready to be put out that I never put out, like crazy shit. Like our shit's like in the archives too. Like I have a full ass like I literally do have like an actual like album that it won't ever come out and it's only been heard by one other person. But like literally it's crazy, like it's cool. To have that much music like stacked, like I can sit here and play you probably like 2-3 hours worth of hits and we won't even scratch the surface. Like
What are your influences?
influences?
Yeah, what's the main thing that influences you? You a big person into movies, art, sports? What is it?
I like I mean like I said, I listen to a lot of music, obviously. I like art. I do like movies. I like video games. Like I be watching Naruto and shit. I be watching fucking anything. Like I used to be a big movie guy when I was a kid, so I guess that definitely influenced it. I like big. I like to try and create moments. Like is what my thing is. Like if you sit there, like the best way I could describe it would be like fucking like if you think of like I don't know like Interstellar or some of these big epic fucking moments, and they have like there's everything that you're seeing and feeling in the theater and your home movie theaters.
It's like hitting you. It's instant.
It's like you're sitting there, it makes you want to like stand up and be like, holy fuck, this is raw. Or like they're like, and you got and a lot of that for me is the music. Like the soundtrack is pushing you. You got some crazy violins going stupid and like that whole thing had to be recorded in a studio. And I sit there and like that's what I try to like. You know, those are feeling like it's like a certain emotion, like a feeling that you're able to translate and put it on, you know, a track. It's nothing better than that, especially when you're like going through some shit. Like some of the most fire shit I've ever made.
What's your favorite like movie genre?
movie genre? I like war movies.
Hell yeah, that's just it. Now we're into it.
Hey, hold on.
Now we're into it.
When he comes over, sometimes he'll be like, bro, like, can we just put on like a World War II doc or something?
Yeah.
And I love it. You know, I am.
Bro,
we love this.
What is fucking funny is my ex would be tripping on me because she'd be like, "What you trying to watch?" And then I'd be like, "Yo, let's just put on like fucking Saving Private Ryan or like Dunkirk or something wild." Like I'm putting on like Fury or like something.
Right.
Yeah, like I'm putting on some like.
I was just about to bring
shit.
that
Like,
movie
yeah,
up,
like and she'd be like, damn, like why can't we watch like something else or
Yeah,
like,
something
like
nice.
whenever I'm chilling with a girl, or like whatnot or anything, or where she's like, all right, you want to watch some shit? Like you trying to watch like a
Yeah,
movie or something? Like
Watch
no,
Good Storm on the Beach.
no, we're putting out World War II in color, and we're watching people get capped. Like
Fuck yeah.
that's what we're doing.
So Saving Private Ryan and like that's in the top. It's one of the best.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's up there.
Oh,
Yeah. I love Tom
They
Hanks.
say it's so
Regardless
intense
if you
that
like do
to
some
walk
shit with
out.
kids,
I honestly though, like over most movies, I'm putting both Band of Brothers and the Pacific.
Dude,
I think that they are
finally.
Fire,
so Band of Brothers is like
Band of Brothers
better.
is you
The
saw what?
Pacific is better.
See,
but
this is
Band
what
of Brothers
I'll
is
say. The Band of Brothers is better storytelling. Band of Brothers is by far better storytelling. I think.
Best war.
Yeah. Storytelling wise, Band of Brothers is definitely better. I think action wise, the Pacific is better because that's just crazy.
Yeah,
Band of Brothers makes you want to cry.
Yeah.
Makes you want to be like,
yeah, people are getting
fucking
killed.
give me something. I need to get in there.
I read multiple accounts of those guys from that Easy Company, Band of Brothers, like the real people, and like I read like their life stories, and I was like, oh my god, like bro, they would call each other like every day, like they all stayed close, and they would go to those reunions and shit, but like a lot of them got knocked off, like you know, as the years went on, like they all was drinkers, nervous. I had a my grandpa's cousin was one of those people in the Battle of the Bulge, so like, you know, that should affect you for life.
Oh yeah.
Those stories are crazy.
You don't just come back unscathed from that.
Like that's what it looked like. It was probably even
You ever
worse
watch Band of Brothers?
than that. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite.
Have you ever watched Band of Brothers? Perfect. Oh my god.
It's so fire.
Yeah.
It's so fire.
It's like a 6-part.
watch.
I think it's like 6 things.
It's 10.
Is it 10?
It's 10. And
It's
Pacific is
10
8 or 10.
Yeah.
Now listen to this. They're making another one, and it's
What?
called the I forget what it's called, but it's
Africa?
it's gonna be focused on the fucking 8th Airborne Division and like the bombers. Like,
Really?
the big
When's this coming out?
Yeah, I don't. It's been in It's been in pre-production for years. They just started filming.
Oh.
Is it Tom Hanks and Steven Ambrose or whoever did the
It's
original?
same-
Yeah,
same
Good.
shit.
Tom Hanks, he kills it.
Every time, bro. Every fucking time, dude.
Like you said, regardless of what he might do behind closed doors,
I
he
was
makes good
just
movies.
about to say.
He makes good movies, so. Fuck, you know? I like Michael Jackson. He definitely did some weird shit at Neverland, you know?
I think about
Yeah.
Like, sorry, I can distinguish between the two.
So what do you think about today's state of events like going on? Like, you think it's kind of like a crazy world right now?
I think this shit's all out of whack, bro. Like this, it's like.
We're in a
different.
simulation.
Being at school and coming home, there's definitely a difference.
I'll tell you right now,
like,
for my personal, how I am like lost in life type shit. Like I don't have a job right now. I'm looking for a job. I don't really want to have I want to do music full time.
Yeah.
Like you know you can't right now. I can definitely find a way to make it work, but like it's just not like really what.
Yeah.
I need some bread to come in for a little bit that I can put towards something, and like you know I'll always be making music. I'm always gonna be recording people. Like that won't ever stop. So it's just I need some more bread on that side. I want to like utilize my degree a little bit and whatnot. So we'll see what's gonna happen with that. But
law degree, right?
no. I wish. No, not even really for real. I was gonna go be a lawyer, but going to law school for another 3 years is just.
It's tough.
I'm done.
I kind of
Yeah,
avoided
that's-
it.
I'm
No
done.
chance.
I'm done with school.
Every person I talked to that is a lawyer or is going to law school, they said that it is fucking awful.
Really?
Like, yeah, you're going to make 150, 160K a year, but you're working 70 hours a week, 65, whatever it is. Like, are you really
I
going to
think
have enough
that's
time
how it should be, though. You know, those
I
are
mean, yeah,
the
like,
exceptions.
they're,
I'm
like,
sorry, like that is what you signed over because that's a lifestyle, bro. You have so much power.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
just
and that's just not something I
ability.
really wanted to do.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
see
not your passion.
because I know for a fact that like I'd have to really tap in with law school. I can't fuck around. I
No.
can't be smoking. Like college for me, like
Yeah.
my second semester senior year, I had 2 classes every day, and they were literally like not a joke, but like they were just like
Yeah, you can bullshit them.
yeah. I probably missed more class than I went to, and I was fine. And I was focused on it. Worked out because I was focused on making music. I made the album in that time. I didn't have the craziest shit to me is that I didn't have any like really any songs made. I had 2 or 3 songs made for the album going into winter break, and then I get back from that, and I just like tapped into a new mode and made the entire album within like 2 months.
Wow.
Bring it
Nuts.
out. Studio at the house. You know,
Yeah.
all in house, in bedroom.
When that new Band of Brothers film comes out, we're all linking. We're gonna
Oh
watch
yeah,
it.
dude, that shit gonna be hard.
Dude, we'll have a screening.
Every episode,
Yeah,
we're
projector.
releasing weekly. Bro, dude, that shit is crazy. Like, I'd love to watch that shit. I haven't seen it in a while.
Without a doubt.
I rewatch shows a lot. I'm like a comfort watcher.
We were talking about what we like watching, like just to like have it on, like we always have it on, like my Sopranos. His is fucking Walking Dead.
Is it really?
Yeah, like that's what he got.
My background, honestly, is just South Park.
South Park.
South Park.
Yeah.
What about you,
I'm-
Bird?
Huh?
I think it's
Some
just
type of
funny.
late show
Yeah,
that, you know, you just
Like,
kind of have
oh,
on,
yeah.
like,
something where you don't gotta really
When
like
you're not
look
really
at
paying
it, you can
attention.
be like, alright, I can
No.
understand.
Anime,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah,
I watched
that
it.
dude, the first 4
Yeah.
seasons went crazy.
Hey.
The ones that one dude with the
Hey,
baseball bat,
Yeah.
what's his name?
Negan.
Yeah, Negan. Once Negan got into play, I said,
That's
fuck
water
this.
bowl, another 15.
That
Negan
sucked.
was cool. Negan was cool. Like
Are you up to date with everything?
no, like
Yeah.
as soon as as soon as Rick died, I really lost interest.
Rick died?
Not
I
he
didn't
didn't
know that.
Dude,
he
no,
didn't
no.
even-
Did you hear what
he
they're
didn't
doing?
die. Oh yeah, I said.
They're, dude,
They're coming
Rick
back.
and Michonne, they're having
I
their
knew they were
series
like-
now. Yeah, I don't think they're doing a movie. I think they're doing a series. I'm almost positive.
No, they're coming, dude. They're coming back for the final Walking Dead.
That's what I'm saying, but
Oh,
it's
the final
not the
season's
follow
coming.
just them. I don't think all them other people are gonna be in this one. I think they're ending this Walking Dead series, like the one we've always been watching, that they both haven't been on. Dude, they're doing another thing with Rick and Michonne.
No, they have another part.
No?
This is only part 2. It's a 3-part ending.
They just added another part?
It's
Dude, they go crazy.
Yeah,
I
the
thought
first
it
4
was two.
seasons I think are the
I thought
best.
it was
It
two.
never was a 2-part. It was a 3-part. I
Oh,
thought.
I thought it was a 2, dude.
No.
The whole time.
What's
I thought it was a 3.
What's your
Okay.
favorite episode of that
I
whole
see
series?
one.
Oh, you guys are gonna geek at this. My favorite episode, and you probably won't even.
Maybe I'll agree.
You probably. I don't even know if you've seen it. My favorite episode to watch, in terms of action or just like overall.
So wrong.
I really like the one where Morgan finds the fucking staff dude, and he gets taught how to use the staff. That's one like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like my
cool.
favorite episode. But like in terms of like action and shit, the episode where they get cornered and Negan goes to work on them.
I was
is
just about
wild.
to say
It's-
that's one of the
that was
that's one of the
the-
best scenes of all time.
What,
And it was terrifying.
Negan as a character is wonderful.
Yeah.
I think
He
that
comes
Who's
out
that
with
actor
the
that
bat.
plays him?
Jeffrey
Dean Morgan.
Yeah,
He's wrong.
he's dope.
I'll say these are some of the me and my OG, my dude Brandon. We would always watch this with my brother, and I will say these are some of the scenes that what got us like actually like fucked up. Because you got to think of it like when you watch it, when you're watching it on Netflix, you're watching it right after another. Like that's not how they came out.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
came out every
Came out,
Sunday.
Yeah.
So it was like you got to really
Cliffhanger.
like cliffhanger type shit. Like,
Yeah.
and then there's a break, and then there's just like a fucking 3-month window where you're not seeing the shit.
Yeah.
So
Now it's like 6 months though.
well, yeah, now it's like
unlimited,
it's
yeah,
well, it's because of COVID
production.
and all
Yeah,
that.
production just so long now, but yeah, COVID. for
I'll
sure.
say that though that when Carl got shot in the eye, that was
Yeah.
one of the episodes because that was a season
That
ender,
was
and
dope.
like,
I
that
like
was
the one
like,
where they're at the CDC and the ship blows up.
that was
that was
crazy.
hard.
That was
season one, I
crazy.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was wild.
Dude, they started off fire. I
The prison, sick.
Dude, the prison was nuts.
Fuck.
The
They,
prison was
they
so
dropped
crazy.
off though at times, but right now
Oh, yeah, it got
they're,
blamed.
they're
It got blamed
producing it.
When they, I'll say like I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it up until when they got to Alexandria.
Yeah.
When they got to Alexandria, it slowed down, understandably, because like they finally, got to what they
normalcy,
were
right.
looking for. Some of my favorite episodes are when they're like, like Rick bit that dude's fucking throat out. Like those were crazy.
He's nuts, dude.
Good actor. He's British, isn't he?
Scottish.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Scottish.
Some of them.
That's why That's why he left, is because they're filming in Atlanta year round, and like his family's in the UK.
Yeah. It's like,
He has a thick accent.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
the,
yeah.
the way those British actors
They
and
can
Turn it off. It's crazy.
Scottish and Irish actors, the way they do the American accent is crazy. Like you would
Mm.
never be able to know.
Yeah, he's a great actor. I gotta give him a lot of props.
Peaky Blinders and all them, that's real. Like
I
they're all
tried.
actually British.
I tried to get into it. I just can't.
Dude, it's so good.
I've tried. I just can't. I just can't. Maybe I'll try again.
Son,
Hmm.
any last things you want to say to convey to the listeners?
I don't know. Go watch a sunset, I guess. Fucking
I'll do that.
Yes.
That's
Watch
it.
watch a sunset, smoke a blunt, and make some music if you fuck with that type of shit.
One more question.
Go ahead.
What's the biggest difference you want to make in the world?
The biggest difference I want to make in the world. I'll probably just get people to like express their shit, like, or not even that. The biggest difference I want to make in the world is putting music out that like actually means something to somebody. That putting content out that like people listen to, not because they know me or anything, but because they like genuinely fuck with it and it makes them feel some type of way. That's what like.
I think that'll always be true. Because if you, like, we always talk about numbers, and it's like, you have thousands of people that listen to you. You know what I mean? You know how fucking cool that is. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just think about it.
Don't overlook it. Even just one.
Yeah.
I know.
So if you have hundreds or you have 10, I just always looked at it that way. It's like, wow, it's actually like crazy when you think about it. You look at your monthly listeners, you look at plays. It's like, yeah.
Everything it's easy to get like caught up in the numbers.
Yeah.
Shit. Especially when you're like seeing what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, like even a million. I couldn't even imagine. And when we hit 50 subs, I was like, holy fuck. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Shit's rolling now.
Oh
I love it.
yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Definitely. For me, it's just like as long as I know somebody's listening to my music every day, like, and that's how like I haven't gone a day without at least one person listening to my shit in like half a decade.
Yeah.
At this point,
Right.
like for real, like someone listens to something on some platform every day.
Right.
I'd say at least honestly, it's probably been at least 100 people listen to something on some sort of platform every day for probably the past like 4 years.
Wow.
Straight. And that's what keeps me like, okay, people are, doesn't matter if it's like, a lot, but
People are paying attention.
people pay attention, people fuck with what you got going on, like people will, I don't know,
Yeah.
we'll see.
Tell the people where they can follow you. What's coming up for you?
What's coming up for me, we got a show August 4th, that'll be at the Foundry in Lakewood. Magic's definitely going to be performing. I'm making him perform the entirety of Sandy in the Suburb. No, I'm just kidding, he is performing. But yeah, August 4th, we'll be doing that. Always making music. I'm engineering at Invasion, so tap in, we'll be there. Yeah, you can follow me on all handles are SEM Sounds, and then you can get me on Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud as SEM. So Paradise 3 out now everywhere.
SEM Sounds. Thank everyone for listening today. We had our boy roll through. Logan, close it out.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming through. Remember, visit letsallbank.com. Just try and tap in with the boys. Let's all bank. Let's all talk. That's right.